Hey, good afternoon. 716 Delta Mike here with you. Sitting in Colorado Springs, Colorado. Kilo Charlie Oscar Sierra. Just off the GA ramp here. We'll do a quick little VFR flight up to Boulder, Colorado. We'll do this one on Pilotedge. We will try to pick up some flight following if everything cooperates with us. So let's see, what can we show you? We can show you here. And let's look at what we're gonna do. We're gonna go up, we're gonna skirt right across the Bravo here. So the Bravo shelf of Denver. This section here is between 10 and 12,000 feet. So we gotta either be below 10,000 or above 12,000. We're gonna make our flight at 14.5 VFR. Should take us about 40 minutes or so to kind of go over the top of the Bravo there. We're gonna, instead of just going direct, which would put us on this other shelf here between 8 and 12,000, if we take this route, we'll be able to descend down. We do have a delta here that we got to look out for that's ground up to 8,000, so we'll request possibly a transition through the delta here, or we'll skirt around it, unknown. And then we're going to fly into Boulder here. Boulder, Colorado is an uncontrolled airfield. Let's take a look here. Clearance delivery Unicom 22725, and they look to be, they are a right-hand pattern, build elevation 5,288, so that's 53 plus 1,063. We'll say 6,500. Right-hand pattern will enter on a 45 for a right downwind to runway 18, then turn right base, and then final to 08. They got two runways there. They got a grass and an asphalt side by side. We're going to go on the asphalt, and then we'll taxi in there to Journeys Aviation. I picked up some free scenery on Flight Sim TO for this, so haven't seen it yet. We'll see how that turns out. So yeah, that's the plan. Got to stay clear of the Bravo here of Denver, so we're going to go over the top of it here. We'll go out to Bruce, and then we'll turn north. We're departing out of a Class Charlie here, so Pilotedge will have ATC. This is a controlled airfield on Pilotedge. So we'll get our ATIS. We'll go ahead and contact clearance and delivery and request flight following while on the ground. They should give us a squawk. Then we'll taxi on out and depart with tower, and then they'll hand us off, and we'll be flight following up to Boulder, where we'll transition over to Unicom and cancel flight following. So that's the plan. So let's get this off here. Let's jump into here. It's inside the aircraft. I've done absolutely nothing. So let's see what our fuel situation is like here. I think we'll dump the tip tanks and we'll go up here. We'll set that at about 75. That's going to give us, we're 62 for max takeoff weight. We're at 51. All right, we should be able to manage that. Let's 12.3. That's looking good. Let's. All right, weights and balances are in check. Let's double check. Props, mixtures. All right, that looks good. Just making sure that my controllers are all set up. It's been a few days since I've flown. Fuel gauges are in the on position. Lower gauge switches here to be all off. And co-pilot gauges, this is all good here. Flaps are in the up position. All of our circuit breakers, I believe, are in. And circuit breakers are all in here. All right. Clear out on the left and the right here. Just double checking everything around. We got winds. We're going to be, let's look at the weather here real quick, just ahead of time. Weather here in Colorado Springs is winds are 220 at 10 to 23. So we got some gusty winds here. Visibility's 10, clouds broken 12,000, temperature 27, dew points 9, -9, altimeter 2983. So, all right, we will get some stuff fired up here and see what we can do. So, here we go. We're gonna need, let's get a nav light and beacon light already on. We'll go ahead and get our battery on there. So that's gonna give us battery. Parking brake, that's not correct. So parking brake is already set in the on position, so we got that. Let's go ahead and get some fuel boost pumps on. Double check our fuel to the on position. All right, and we'll go ahead and go props to the full forward, mixture full rich, and let's go ahead and get a little fuel pressure going here. All right, and crack the throttles. All right, and let's see. Get our fuel pumps back off. And we'll go ahead and get our mags to the on position. And let's clear prop on 2. Clear. And let's start number 2. All right. Got an engine. Oh, we don't have an engine start here. What do we got here? Did I forget something here? Do we not have enough fuel? We need that fuel pump back on, actually. Those fuels and clear on 2. There we go. Got to start now. All right, and turning left side. All right, there we go. We got a good start on number 1. All right. Turn these fuel pumps back off, and let's look at our engine gauges here. We got manifold pressure, RPMs. We want to get about 1,000 RPMs, so let's go ahead and give it just a little bit here. I'll go ahead and let our engines warm up here at about 1,000. Bring it back just a little bit. Alright, so now what we got here? So we got 1,000. Let's lean out a little bit here for ground. And with that, we should be able to get our avionics master and our left and right alternators on. So we'll get our avionics fired up here. Continue. This should be on standby.
TOS system test okay.
Okay. Let's go ahead and so let's get our route, and our route as we were planning is just to the Bruise. We're planning 17 right, then we'll be Bruise and then over to BD or BDU. So all right, there's Bruise, and then we'll go to Kilo Bravo Delta Boulder. All right, and let's see. Do we have a departure here? We should be off 17 right, most likely. On 7 right. No departure. All right. They will be on vectors. All right. Let's do a menu and preview. So we should be vectors and then debruise. So that's why you don't see the line here. We could actually remove that probably. Let's just go ahead and remove the departure. I think we really need it. We could do it more like this. So there we go, Colorado Springs. We just will know we'll be on a vector departure. So, all right. Procedures. Just double check here. Departure. And there is a Colorado Springs 6 departure plate, but if we show the plate, what is it going to tell me? 16 left and right. Takeoff minimums are standard. Top altitude is 10,000. And we'll head on a heading of 172 and radar vectors to the assigned route. So heading of 172. All right, so let's double check a couple things here. So spin this around and get us close to 17. So that would be 1712. Then our own course for this route would be 329. Let's set 329 here. So that's what that would look like to intercept. Cancel this. And we're going to go to here and activate. There we go. All right. Now, top altitude is 10,000, and we're planning for 14.5, but we're going to have to get some ATIS and information here. So let's take a look. Actually, let's do it this way. Let's try it through the GPS. We're going to use the TDS Sims. So if we go to here, Colorado Springs, and let's get some waypoint info, and let's get some frequencies. So the ATIS will be 125, so we should be able to actively set that.
Gust 23. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2000 broken.
Here.
Temperature 27. Dew point -9er. Altimeter 2983. Arriving and departing runways 1317 left, 17 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information.
Let's see if we hear anything. I'm not hearing anything. This could be a configuration issue on my end, though. Give me just a minute here. And settings. Audio. That should be working. Dun, 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 dun. Wonder if that's going to be a problem here. Let's do a disconnect here.
Pilotedge disconnected. Pilotedge connected.
Hopefully you guys could hear that.
Off.
There we go.
2054 Zulu.
That was
Wind
it. Just had a little issue there.
10. Gust 23. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2000 broken. Temperature 27. Dew point -9er. Altimeter 2983. Arriving and departing runways 1317 left, 17 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR departures contact clearance delivery. Advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information golf.
Alright, we're golf.
City
All right.
of Colorado Springs Municipal Airport.
Get
8 is
more
information
listen of it.
golf. 2054 Zulu. Wind 210 at 10. Gust 23. Visibility 10. Ceiling 2000 broken. Temperature 27. Dew point -9er. Altimeter 2983. Arriving and departing runways 1317 left, 17 right. Visual approaches in use.
Alright.
Simultaneous approaches to parallel runways in use. VFR.
Alright, so there we
Via
go.
the Nimitz 5 departure, expect radar vectors to Sunol, direct to San Jose, VOR, then direct, maintain 3000, expect 6000 5 minutes after departure, 125.1, squawk 5367.
Bird 6 Hotel, read back, correct?
KBDU. Here, Bruce. And good afternoon, Springs Delivery, November 618 Bravo Information Golf. In for a VFR departure to the northwest, request flight following over to Boulder.
Number 618, Bravo Springs clearance. What's your intended cruise altitude and seg in your aircraft type, please?
We are a BE-58 Baron. Intended cruise will be 14,500, and we'll probably go across the top of the Bravo there.
Number 618, Bravo Springs departures on 124.0, squawk 0522.
All right, departure on 24-0, squawk 0522, November 618 Bravo.
Number 18, Bravo, read back, correct?
All right, so let's get our squawk in here. So we are 0522. VFR, and we are November
Sky 96, you still up?
18 Bravo.
Skyners.
Yeah, I've reached out to management and finally got an answer. We'll need to do that first leg over again. The routing that you filed doesn't qualify.
So we've got clearance, and we're going to need ground on 21.7. We'll go ahead and put that at active.
Paragraph. Direct's not an option, so you need to file an airway.
And then tower's going to be 19.9, so we've got tower on standby here.
To the original
and
plan.
then
Turn of the day. Thank you for the help. Skyners.
Yeah.
124.
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry it took me so long to get back to you.
No problem at all. Skyners.
24 nothing here is going to be 124 nothing. That's in our radio 2, com 2, and I'll probably switch that up here, but that's just giving me in there for reference. That's our departure frequency. So we're going to be on tower on 19.9 for departure. We're going to get ground here for clearance when we're ready. And let's see, we need go ahead and get our transponder here on as well. I'll put that in. It should have been 0522, but oops. Enter. There we go. 0522 function flight time. All right. Get our flight time set there. So we had 2983 then was our altimeter, wasn't it? $2983, and let's just hit the magic B numbers if that stakes, and it does. So 2983 is set. What do we got? A little high temperature here, so we're gonna need some. Look at our blower on low, AC on. Go ahead and get our flood and panel lights turned on in here. And torpedo heat we don't need just yet. Landing light we don't need yet. Taxi lights we will need shortly. What else do we need here? We got everything we need there. Got everything we need here. So looks like the only thing you're going to need to know then is we're going to expect to taxi out probably Alpha 3 or Alpha 2 to Alpha down to 17 right. Alright, so let's get that off and scratch pad here. Let's look around just a minute, make sure we're ready. What else do we got here that we need to adjust? Okay, we're going to need flight director on. And probably in a heading mode. Yep, so we should have heading set of 172, I believe it was. Alright, so 172 is set there. On course heading is 329, but we're going to be on vectors on our departure, so. And Bruise is set. CDI is set to GPS. Flight director heading, and top altitude was 10,000, so we can't bust 10,000 regardless, I don't think, but we're going to go ahead and set 10 for now, even though we're going to go to 14.5 as we get on out of here. All right, we're at Qatar Aviation, and we are ready for taxi with information golf. And Springs Ground, November 618 Bravo is over at Qatar Aviation with information golf, ready for taxi VFR departure.
Number 618 Bravo, Springs Ground, runway 17 right, taxi via Alpha.
All right, 17 right via Alpha, November 618 Bravo. All right, I don't know what I was doing there, but let's. All right, so we should have been 17 right via Alpha. All right, there we go. Got 17 right via Alpha, so we can just take, we'll just go up here and hit Alpha 2, and then a left on Alpha to 17 right. That's the plan. All right, here we go. Let's get some taxi lights on. We don't need our strobe yet. We don't need our anti-ice right this moment. And we can get our parking brake released here. And let's go ahead and get ourselves ready. We're going to go flaps to the approach position or for departure. So our takeoff flaps are set. All right, here we go. And we're going to have to do a quick little reset here with our rudders because that resume. There we go. Sorry about that.
Number 6796 Hotel, Oakland clearance, you still up?
6796 Hotel still here.
Number 96 Hotel, can I ask you disconnect and then position yourself in a non-movement area, non-taxiway or runway? Then you can reconnect, contact ground, you're ready to taxi.
Need a pressurization gauge
Roger,
on here.
6796 Hotel.
All right. So here comes Alpha 2.
Oakland clearance, this is 916 Kilo Tango. I'm a Cessna 172 slant golf, request flight following to SAC exec at 3,500 with information Lima.
We're 916 Kilo Tango, Oakland clearance, hello. NorCal departure 135.1, squawk 0624.
We are clear here.
NorCal 135.1, squawk 0624, 916 Kilo Tango.
Skyhawk 6 Kilo Tango, read back correct.
Don't need bow flaps closed yet. Here we go. Oh, I'm wandering all over the place here. Let's go ahead and get our radar to the home position here. We are in standby. All right, remember we're planning a heading of 172. We have 172 on the heading already set. So we're going to be following this orange line right here. Flight director is already on as well. And we are in heading mode in our autopilot. Heading. We're going to forego the engine warm-up or run-up just for the sake of time right now for this flight. So what we will do though is I'm gonna wheel off in here to the holding pad.
Oakland ground, Cessna 916 Kilo Tango at GA parking, ready to taxi 28 right with information Lima.
Number 916 Kilo Tango, Oakland ground, runway 28 right, taxi via Charlie and Bravo.
Parking brake is set. Let's go ahead and get ourselves set up here, ready for
28 right,
departure.
taxi via Charlie,
So
Bravo.
we're gonna go
916
pitot heats
Kilo Tango.
on. We're not gonna need that. We'll turn the vent blower on here, which I don't know that we'll need. We'll get our strobe light on. We'll get our landing lights on. Taxi light can be off. We'll get our fuel boost pumps on to low. And what do we got over here? Pressurization is set. Flaps are set. Mixture will go full rich here in a second. All right, I think we're ready to get ourselves out of here. Parking brake is off, and let's ease up here to the hold short and give them a call and tell them we're ready. So we're going to be holding short 17 right. 1. All right, we need 2 things here before we go up there. So we need power, and then we need departure on 24-0. So let's go ahead and set power to active, and 1, 2, 4, 0. 0 and enter is in standby, so that's our departure. We're going to see. All right, now we're ready to get up here. All right, here we go. Springs Tower, November 618 Bravo's holding short 17 right at Alpha 1, ready for departure.
November
Approaching
618
runway
Bravo
17
Springs
right.
Tower, fly runway heading, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff. Wind 10 at 10, gust 23.
All right, 17 right, clear for takeoff, runway heading, November 618 Bravo.
Approaching runways 13 and 17. Entered runway 17 right.
All right,
10,300
mixture's going rich.
feet remaining. Entered runway 13. 8,300 feet remaining.
All right, get on the runway here. Yourself set and set. All right, here we go. Let's spool them up. Mixture's rich, props full forward. Here we go. All right, we're up. Positive rate gears up. Bounce around a little bit here. We'll get flaps up. Still flying the runway heading.
For 18 Bravo, contact Springs departure.
Over to departure, 618 Bravo.
Oakland Tower, Cessna 916 Kilo Tango, holding short 28 right, ready for departure.
Number 916 Kilo Tango, Oakland Tower, a right turn on course, approved, maintain VFR below 2,500 till advised. Runway 28 right, cleared for takeoff.
Remain below 2,500, 28 right, clear for takeoff. 916 Kilo Tango.
And Springs departure, November 618 Bravo is 8,500 climbing runway heading.
November 618 Bravo Springs departure, radar contact, altimeter 2983, and resume on navigation and cancel any altitude restriction.
All right, 2983, resume ONAV and cancel altitude restriction, November 618 Bravo. All right, I'm gonna roll out to the right. All right. Now what we need to do now is go intercept, and we want to also roll this up to 14.5. 14.5 is set. We're still coming around. There's our runway where we just took off from over there. All right. So let's get our heading bug squared around here. See if we can't go ahead and go autopilot on and engage, and let's go vertical speed up 1,200 till 1,200 feet per minute, and we should intercept our
Number 6
course
Kilo
here.
Tango, contact NorCal departure.
Over to NorCal departure 6 Kilo Tango. NorCal departure is 916 Kilo Tango, 1 mile east to Oakland Airport.
Number 916 Kilo Tango, NorCal departure, radar
Alright.
contact.
Let's verify we should already have our landing lights off, and our fuel boost pumps can go off as well. Prop sinks are on. We're not going to need any anti-ice right now. We should be looking good here. Speed is all right here. Climbing at 1,200 feet per minute, and we are climbing to 14.5. All right, so we are going to need to get down here and start getting ready to intercept our course. This needle is going to start coming in. Here it comes, already moving. So what we're going to do here is go over here and switch to nav mode, and we should start a slow bank to the left. And we are resuming our navigation and passing through 12.7 now on our way up to 14.5. We will intercept the course here. And you can see what we've got going on here. So we departed straight out to the south, made a right-hand turn, going straight back up, basically on a downwind departure. And now we're intercepting our course. And then we'll be flying over the edge of the Bravo here. And then we'll hit Bruise. Yeah, so that's the plan. Let's get that off of here. And it's a little bumpy up here, isn't it? That was our warning of about 1,000 to go, so let's double check here. Yep, that's true. We're coming up on 14 here shortly. We could probably get our air conditioner off now because I don't think we're going to need that. In fact, we might even need a little low heat. It looks like we are
Number 6 Kilo
about
Tango,
48.
cancel altitude restriction.
Cancel altitude restriction 6 Kilo Tango.
about to level off here. 14.5. There's airspace alerts. And we want to be, what did I say, 53, 63, 6,500, about 4 miles before. So we're going to go do a little programming here real quick. Before Boulder, long track, -4, we'll enter that. And we'll say we want to be at 6,500 right here. And we'll enter that and save. And what that's going to do then is it'll give us a targeted vertical top of descent as we descend down. However, I'm not sure got that in there right. That seems a little soon, but let's see. Cruise. Yep, that's right. So 12.6.
November 1A Bravo, contact Denver approach 126.1.
Oops. Denver approach on 26.1, November 618 Bravo. And Denver approach, November 618 Bravo is level 14,500.
November 618 Bravo, Denver approach Centennial, altimeter 2977.
2977, 618 Bravo. Or 77. All right, we do need to look at horsepower here. Let's try to lean this thing out a little bit. Here. All right, mixture's a little bit leaned, and we are cruising 35 inches and 25 on the. Let's bring our cruise back to about 32, 33 inches. A little bit bumpy. All right, we could get our cow flaps also up here. And pitot heat is on. A cabin differential. What is our pressure doing here? Oh, we should have set that. That was a boo-boo. Now we got it, and our pitot heat is on. Just looking correct. There we go. Little things. The pressure I didn't set. All right, so plans. This is saying top of descent in 5 minutes, and we can study on that. Let's do BNAV planning here. What is our rate of descent? That's about 1,300, 3 degrees. We'll be at 6,500 here. We're going to need to make sure, though, before we descend, that we are clear of the Bravo, and that is still in front of us. And you can see our top of descent is marked here. which we're about to cross over the Bravo here. But that Bravo shelf, if I were to pull this up on ForeFlight, is 10 to 12. So we cannot be below 12,000 until we're clear of that blue line on the far side here. So, yeah. Okay. So we'll just keep an eye on it. Definitely some bumps up here. Yeah, this is going to be a pretty short flight, actually. Cruising just below, we're about 248 over the ground with an indicated of just below like 190. We are at 14.5. All right, so we do need to know Boulder is 22,725 and they're 18,825 for their AWAS. I don't know that we'll get 18,825. Not going to get 18,825 there.
AWAS is 118.825.
Okay, yeah, that's not because that's not an actual controlled field by Pilotedge. We're not going to be able to pick that up. But let's go ahead and show you guys while I'm thinking about it the weather. There is 020 at 4, so we're going to be planning runway 8, and we already know that that is. Unicom here, these go into standby. And we are about a minute 40 something till our top of descent. We're just about to clear that Bravo airspace here shortly too, so definitely getting bounced around here. You can see our top of descent coming up here, and we're inside the Bravo right now. Well, correction, we're above the Bravo, but inside the blue line. So we've got to cross that blue line without descending below 12,000. So we can actually start coming down now, as long as we didn't get below 12,000. And as we already talked about, it's a right-hand pattern into Boulder, so we should get a vertical speed warning here momentarily.
Vertical track.
There we go. So that's telling us we're coming up on our top of descent. And we're going to need about 1,300 feet per minute. And we'll go ahead and set 6,500 here. And we are now clear of that Bravo area. So we want 1,300, and let's see here, how far are we ready for 20 seconds to our top of descent? And we should be making a right-hand turn here shortly too, but not quite. Alright, so we're going to push this in, and we're going to start down at about 1,300, and we're going to pull some power back here. Bring our manifold pressure back a little bit so we don't overspeed.
November 6
1300.
Kilo Tango, contact NorCal approach 127.4.
It's telling me 1280, so we're set at 1300, so we're about
Roger,
on track
NorCal
here.
approach 127.4, 6 Kilo Tango. NorCal approach is 916 Kilo Tango at 3,500.
So I pulled the power back just a little bit here.
Kilo Tango, NorCal
Got our
approach,
speed so we don't get our speed
2900.
coming up too high here. It's definitely bumpy up here. I see the skyline of Denver out here. I know where that is. That's that race drag strip going up into the mountains. I've driven this many times in real life. Pretty cool. Red Rock is amphitheaters around here somewhere. Yeah, Red Rock Amphitheater would be right in here, actually. There it is. There's Red Rock Amphitheater. Great place to watch a concert if you ever get the opportunity. Fantastic. Alright. So we're turning at Bruise. We just made our turn at Bruise. Coming down through 12,000 on track here at about 1160. Let's roll this back to 1100 feet per minute on our descent. And let's add just a little bit of manifold pressure back to about 20 here. We're slowing a little more than I wanted to. It was pretty cool seeing Red Rock and the drag strip back there. Go out to Denver quite a bit for my work, and I've been skiing out there a lot of times. The drive from Denver up into the mountains, drive right by that every single time. Super cool. All right. So we're looking for 6,500 and we're on our way down to, so we need to increase our descent rate here a little bit, just a little. It's telling me I need 1,200. We're going to bump it to 13 so we get on down to 6,500. Airspeed is still looking pretty good here, making 222 knots over the ground. Still a little bumpy here, but temperature, cabin temperature is 36 degrees. It's a little chilly, isn't it? Guess I didn't have the heater on like I needed to. It's gonna heat up in here now. We are about 10 miles out from Boulder now.
November 1A Bravo. I've got no traffic observed between you and Boulder Airport at this time, and descending out of my radar coverage area. Radar service terminated. Squawk and maintain VFR and frequency changes approved.
All right, frequency change approved. Squawk maintain VFR 618 Bravo. Thanks for the flight following.
Number 16 Kilo Tango, executive altimeter again, 298.
Delta below.
And Boulder traffic. November 618 Bravo is about 8 miles to the south. We'll be entering on a right downwind for runway 8. Boulder traffic. All right, we're going to go ahead and get some things set up here. So we're going to go ahead and get our taxi and landing lights turned on. We're going to go ahead and get our fuel pumps on, just to be prepped here as we get ready to descend. We got to spot the airport out here in front of us, which I don't have quite yet, but we should be out in here. That could be it right here. Just got to do some looking. Got gliders out here. There's some stacks. We'll keep looking here. All right, we're 7,000. Got 1,000 to go to see we hit 6,500. Just crossed over those windmills. All right, so we're going to level off here momentarily, and we should be coming up on, call it 5 miles out. Boulder traffic, November 618 Bravo, 5 miles to the south. We'll be entering a right downwind runway 08, Boulder. Hold what we got here. We'll let our speed come off a little bit. We'll increase just a little bit of power here. Don't want to slow all the way up, but we would definitely want to start getting ourselves into configuration for landing here. So we're going to actually bring the power back. I believe this is going to be the runway airport right here. Yep, it is. All right. 080 for the runway heading. And let's bring our heading bug around here. And let's go into heading mode here. And then make the left turn. Boulder traffic, November 618 Bravo, now entering left down, or right downwind runway 08, Boulder. There we go. Right at the runway. And there we go. Let's go ahead and bring our gear down. And our first notch of flaps for approach. Alright, autopilot's off, it's my airplane. We're going to go ahead and start our descent in. And Boulder traffic, November 618 Bravo is making right base runway 08, Boulder. All right, we're going to probably overshoot it here if we ain't careful. We did overshoot it. All right. Props are forward, mixtures forward. Yeah, we definitely overshot it. We got a little close on our approach in, but we're all right. We're going to make it down here just fine. Boulder traffic, November 618, short final, runway 8, Boulder.
Short final runway. Sync rate.
Oh, we're good. All right, not a bad landing. All right, and we are on the ground here in Boulder. just overshot our final a little bit. Could have been pretty close, but not too bad. I'll take it. All right, we're going to make a, whoop, we didn't want to stop there, but we'll go ahead and exit off to the right. Lean back for ground ops here a little bit. And Boulder traffic, 618 Bravo is clear runway 8, Boulder. All right. Not bad, not bad. 27 minutes down here from takeoff out of Colorado Springs down to, or up to Boulder. Not a bad flight. Just happy with every bit of it, other than I got a little close in on my downwind. Should have turned left a little sooner into the pattern, but as a whole, not too bad. And there it even says Boulder here on the taxiway. This is scenery off of Flight Sim TO, so it's pretty cool stuff. We'll check it out here once we get parked. I think this is not too bad. Let's wheel her in here. Whoa, a little bit of a bump there. Let's go down here to the what appears to be Boulder Airport Terminal. Let's do this. We should have turned in a little sooner, but we'll do it this way. Gonna park right over there. Go. And parking brake is set. Don't need that heat anymore. Don't need that heat anymore. Vent blower we don't need anymore either. Neither we need prop seat, and we can get our fuel boost pumps on. And apparently, oh, all right, there we go. We're all shut off here. Get these off, and taxi light, pedal light, floodlights can all be off as well. And we can get our avionics master off. Continue. And we don't need that either. And we can get our left and right alternators off. We also needed to get our pressurization off here and battery off. And we get that beacon lights off. All right, let's check out the scenery real quick. Some cool little popping noises here. And what do we got here? Welcome to Aviation Services, full service FBO. Learn to fly, pilot supply, maintenance, and aircraft leasing. All right, so that's the Boulder Airport Terminal with a Phillips 66 sign here. What else we got here? Another Phillips 66 sign. All right, so we got a Specialty Flight Training Incorporated. Oh, look, there's a glider trailer. Brungard Aviation. Got a little lake here. Got some hangars out back. Sure. This airport in real life does have quite a few gliders, I think. Let's just checking it all out here. Several hangars. More hangars back here. See another glider trailer here with multiple hangars over here. Some cars parked in here, so that looks realistic. So this is our FBO where we pulled in and parked. So here we are. Now let's go other side of the airfield and see what we can find. This lake down here at the end is pretty neat. Runway 8, there's where we came in. Alright, so we got several glider trailers here. Here's a glider. Just walking the fence line here and see how this, see what all we see here. Well, look, I think they even, yeah, they did. How cool is that, that they actually made it look like a Colorado license plate, even though it doesn't have the numbers, you can tell it's Colorado license plate. So that's kind of cool. So got more gliders here. I'm going to assume there's a little bit of detail put into this. This is probably what it's like there. Alright, so this is probably your tow plane. Which looks like a crop duster to me, but I'm assuming that's the tow plane that takes these gliders up. More gliders. Porta potty. More gliders. Oh, here we go. We got a little building down here as well with, looks like a deck out back. So probably for some spectators slash little cafe. Yeah. Mile high gliding. How cool is that? It's pretty cool. All right. And we got anything else here worth really checking out here at the airport? I think most of this, rest of it's going to be just the default generic scenery around here. 26. What we got off right here. So I would say this area is going to be fairly custom. Looks like these are maybe, yeah, wind flag here, windsock. All right. And then back over to the FBO where we parked. Super cool. I like it. Not bad. Free scenery. Flight Sim TO. For Boulder, Colorado. So yeah. Nice little flight on Pilotedge. We appreciate you joining us. And until next time, 716 Delta Mike. We'll see ya.